Yeah, what is your end of year remarks? End of year, end of year remarks. End of year remarks. And what color? Let us try this color. Don't that color. That color. That color. That color. That color. I may use purple for power, for greatness. Should I? I this one. I this one. I this shade. Stick with that shade here. So, end of year remarks. All right. So basically, we are at the end of 2025. This is the last day of 2025. And I mean, and each and every human being on earth, regardless who you are, where you come from, your hobbies, etc., after you have run the race of 2025 and reach the final day of 2025, you must have a remarks that something that you want to say about 2025. And I mean, probably it was a challenging year for you. Probably it was the best year for you. Probably it was the worst year for you, right? There must be some situation during the course of 2025 that you can look on or look back on and make a statement, right? So the end of the year, meaning 2025 remarks. So the end of year remarks. So the end of 2025 remarks. So should I put that to or should I put the end of 2025 remarks or end of year end of year remarks? I'm not even troubling it. End of year remarks. Right, because we are in 2025 now. Right, so you must have something. You have something good or something bad or I mean something in between that you want to share about 2025. Right? I have so much story that I can share about 2025. So end of year remarks. And every human being on earth must have something that they can put in a short statement, a long sentence, 2 word, 3 word, and say about 2025. I remember if you don't subscribe to Marshall Life, please do so. Right? When you subscribe to Marshall Life and follow Marshall, uh, Marshall will subscribe back to you. right? So don't be afraid, right? Remember, this is the home of greatness. This is the place of greatness. This is the this is the only YouTube channel that push greatness, promote greatness, right? And give each and every one the platform to have a voice, to have a say, right? And become the best version of themselves, right? So this YouTube channel is made for everyone who want to progress in life, right? So don't be afraid. So the question that we are asking today is, um, what do you have to say about 2025? What remarks, right? End of year remarks. I mean, it is the grace of the Most High that allow each and every one of us to journey through 2025. You know what I mean? Because at the end of 2025, at this point, the last day in 2025, there are people that probably you believe or I believe that would be here going into 2026, but they are not here. They are no more. They are not among the living, right? There are things that probably you believe you'd accomplish in 2025, but you wasn't successful at it, right? So there are so many things, several things that I mean, a one can come forward and say about 2025, right? So, what do you have to say? End of year remarks. What do you have to say about 2025? I remember, if you don't subscribe to Marshall Life, please do so. Please subscribe to Marshall Life. If you don't subscribe to Marshall Life, please go ahead and subscribe to Marshall Life. Right? Please go ahead and do so. So, what do you have to say about 2025? Right? Look like you're very surprised though that this morning look like a lot of person. Um, I less up at. Remember, if you don't subscribe to Marshall Life, please go ahead and do so. RJ, carry my glass come, cause I cannot see the small writing. The glass, carry my glass come here. Yeah, man. So there must be something about 2025 that you want to say, and I mean after you come thus far, I mean you basically complete. We are in couple of hours time. We are gonna step in 2026. So there must be something that I can reflect on 2000 during the course of 2025 and say, listen, and I mean, I was grateful for this, or I was disappointed about that. Wow, this is not helping me. Not doing no justice to me. Thought we pick up the writing more better. Hmm? Yeah. I'd say it's I'd say it's Simpson. Alright, big up yourself, see it. Alright, so there must be something said about 2025 that you want to say. And I mean, we all have ups and downs. We all have good times and bad times. And I mean, so I mean, come forward. Don't be afraid. I mean, this is a channel in which I can and which you can express yourself. You know what I mean? We have family over here. So there must be something that you want to say about 2025. You know what I mean? Yeah, so let me know. Hmm? Yeah, check in my box here. So and alive now. Just help yourself. Yeah, man. So there must be something about 2025 that make you happy, make you sad, or that you're reflecting on. Don't be shy, don't be afraid. This is a channel in which you can express yourself completely, right? This is a channel on which you can express yourself. So there must be something about 2025, something that you done that make you happy, something, some trials, some situation that, and I mean you want to talk about. This is a channel, this is a place, this is a channel on which you can do so. This is probably one of the only channel on YouTube that that allow people to express themselves, say what is on their mind, right? Marshall Life, Marshall Channel is a channel on YouTube that allow people to express themselves, to say what they want to say, right? And be themselves. So the topic today is end of year remarks, right? What is your end of year remarks? Everyone must have an end of year remarks. What is that? What is that? Everyone must have an end of year mark. So what is your end of year remarks? Let me know. What is your end of year remarks? After you travel so far from the beginning of 2025 to now the end of 2025, you must have something that you want to say, some story, some that you want to leave with us. You know what I mean? I leave with the to leave with the community, Marshall community. Right? So what is your end of year remarks? Must be some good time, must be some bad time, must be some challenging time in 2025. I mean, must be something that you can say, hey, I have a good 2025. 2025 wasn't so hot for me. You know what I mean? Just type it in the comment down below and let us hear what you have to say about 2025. Uh, we are at the end of 2025 now, right? In a very short time, we are going to cross over in 2026. So, you know what I mean? So, we just want to hear what you think about 2000, or what you have to say about 2025. Yeah, but not a sweet tomato. And kind of bitrish. Yeah, kind of bitrish, they're not sweet. Something I drop out of your bag here. Take it up. Yeah. I'm tired about. So, what do you have to say about 2025? Let me help you. Let me help you. Come, let me help you. What do you have to say about 2025? Taste the tomato because tomato is not sweet.
What?
You want it?
Mm-mm.
So what you want me to help you with?
Eat that.
Let me tie. No, no, no more. Let me tie the bag for you.
What made this up?
The bag need to tie. That's it don't drop out. Yeah. So what do you have to say about 2025? All right. Any lesson that you want to share? Any lesson that you want to share that is something that you want to say to someone? Go. You want to share some lesson about 2025 that someone that is watching can take for food for thought. I mean, and use as a mandate going forward in 2026, right? To get their priority right, to get their future on track. What do you have to say about 2025? You know, end of year remarks. What about 2025 that you want to share with us? You see, this is a channel that help people to reflect and think. The best thing about this channel is a channel that help people to reflect and think. Help people to be who they were put on earth to be. So, what I'm saying to each and every one that we are at the end of 2025 now, and there must be something about 2025 that must be something that happened to you, something that I experienced in 2025 that you want to comment on. There must be something. Remember, we are all human beings, and we didn't go to our bed at the beginning of 2025 and wake up at the end of 2025, right? So we must have a story, must have something about 2025 that we want to say, that we want to share with others. I mean, so what about 2025 that you want to share with Marshall community? I remember, if you don't subscribe yet to Marshall Live, please do so. Please go ahead and do so. If you don't subscribe to Marshall Live, please go ahead and do so. End of year remarks. What is the end of year remarks? What is your end of year remarks? What do you have to say about 2025? Remember, if you don't subscribe to Marshall Live yet, please go ahead and do so. Alright? When you subscribe to Marshall in return will subscribe back to you. Right? And what is your end of year remarks? Remember, if you don't subscribe to Marshall Live, please go ahead and subscribe to Marshall. When you subscribe to Marshall in return will subscribe to you. And the topic today is end of year remarks. What is your end of year remarks? What do you have to say about 2025? We are at the end of 2025 now, and there must be something that you want to say about 2025. Must be a remarks, something that you want to leave with Marshall community about 2025. No? So what do you have to say about 2025? End of your remarks. We are at the end of 2025. What do you have to say? What contribution you can make for others that are listening? You know what I mean? What contribution? So remember, if you don't subscribe to Marshall Live, please go ahead and do so. Subscribe to Marshall Live. And the topic is end of year remarks. We are at the end of 2025, and we are all human beings. We did not go to sleep at the beginning of 2025 and wake up at the end of 2025. So there must be some challenging situation that they want to talk about, or some nice, some impressive moments, unbelievable moments in 2025 that you want to just share those experience with Marshall community. And I mean, there must be something about 2025 that you can just that you want to talk about. I mean, some lesson that you want to leave with others that are listening, that are watching Marshall Live. So, what do you have to say about 2025? Don't be afraid. Just go ahead and type it in the comment down below. All right. So, I remember if you don't subscribe to Marshall Live, please go ahead and do so. Do it. Yeah, the coolest. Yeah, what do you have to say about 2025? Okay, so I'm going to tell you about my 2025. 2025 was a bittersweet moment for me.
You don't
So
want this.
let me see. Soon did. I'm a live now.
You know.
Okay. So 2025 was a bittersweet moment for me. Meaning, at the beginning of 2025, I see greatness, right? But somewhere along the line, someone decided to move the carpet from beneath my foot, right? And thank you very much, my son. And for a moment, I believed that I was going under. You know what I mean? You ever go to river yet and reach in a body of deep water and the river current is so strong that those who grew in the Caribbean and no river. And yeah, swimming in a river and you're swimming and going on deep part and the current high and the water deep and yeah, try your way hard, yeah, paddle hard to get out of it and it come like you more go under than a escape. You know what I mean? And you find yourself out of the difficulties only by the help of some supernatural power you'd call it. Because when you think that you were going under, you just find yourself just escape the situation. Right? Why I use that terminology because that happened to me once. I mean, jump off in as a little youth, me jump off in a deep water. And when me a dip and things I hit that make a drown. Find myself out back on the banking. So I say it was some supernatural power that saved me for this moment. Alright, so I use that terminology to say in 2025, I feel like I was going under for a moment. You know what I mean? But some supernatural can intervention again and I find myself floating again. Right? Well, everything that I set out to accomplish for 2025, I did not accomplish it. I accomplished some, but I did not accomplish it. Right? And what 2025 also leave back a greater responsibility on me. I understand because the first incident, as I explained before, and I'm talking in code now, because y- you are not telling me about your 2025 experience. So I am telling you my one in code, right? So first, I, fe- I feel like I would accomplish certain greatness. Then the second thing, I feel like the carpet plugged from beneath my feet and I was going under. Then the third experience, and I mean, I overcome that, but I also have a next experience in which there is someone that I was very, 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 very close to me. I lost that person, and because of the loss of that person, greater responsibility is placed on me to do certain things, right? So yeah, so in a very nutshell, my end of year experience is a bitter sweet moment. So that is how I sum up 2025. It is a bittersweet moment for me. But at the end of the bittersweet moment, I still give thanks because I have life and I'm looking forward now, right, to set out some goals that I want to accomplish in 2026, which are a couple of hours away from now. So, in a very short time, a very short while from now, we are going to step out of 2025 into 2026. And I already set down certain goals that I want to achieve in 2026. So, my 2025 moment is a bitter sweet moment, right? So, yeah, that's it for my 2025. And I mean, at the end of it, I'm still standing. And I mean, even on this last day of 2025, there are many people that live to see today, this last day, 2025, but will not cross over in 2026, right? So even though we are here this moment, and even though I'm talking about 2026, we are still hopeful, we are still praying. Well, I'm still hopeful, I'm still praying, and I am still keeping my fingers crossed that by the grace of the Most High, He will allow me to cross over in 2026 and achieve all the goals them that I set out to achieve, or all my goals them that I set out to achieve, that He will allow me to achieve them. So, you know, I'm not here saying, oh yeah, I'm going to just, yeah, no, I'm still praying and hopeful that by the grace of the Almighty, I will cross over in 2026, right? But at the end, currently now, at the end of 2025, I kind of summed up my 2025 experience and say it was a bitter, sweet moment for me, right? It was great at one point and it was not so great at one point. So it was great at one point and disappoint and very disappointing at one point. So it was a bittersweet moment for me. Now I'm gonna wrap up, right? I'm gonna wrap up, right? Wrapped up and tell everybody thanks. I want to tell everybody thanks who support my YouTube channel in 2025. And if you don't subscribe to Marshall yet, please do so. Subscribe to Marshall. I want to tell everybody thanks that subscribe to Marshall YouTube channel in 2025 and give me the opportunity to go live. I mean, I owe it all to you. I owe the all to you. Thanks, 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 thanks. And this is an successful story for me, a successful moment for me in 2025, in which um my followers, my viewers, my fans, I mean, they were so grateful to me that they subscribed to my channel and allowed me to go live in 2025. Right? So all of you that come on board and support me in 2025, I just want to tell you thanks. It is you who make it possible for Marshall to go live in 2025, right? And I hope and I pray that you will also be with Marshall in 2026 by the grace of God and continue to support Marshall life in 2026 by the grace of God. Right? I pray for you, your family, your friend, your neighbor, everybody, that God will give you the strength to sustain you and I keep you in the right mind, and I mean, and allow us to continue to journey, and achieve greatness at the end. Can remember, when you support Marshall, in the end, you don't know what, the end goal will be. I tell of a story that people that stick with a certain YouTuber, and during Hurricane Melissa, the YouTuber was able to give back to some of those persons that stick with him. Right, so my fan base, I just want to big you up, tell you thanks for everything that you have done for me in 2025. Right? So I celebrate you in a special way, right? And I appreciate everything that you have done for me, right? So I just want to tell you thanks. And as I close out, it's 2025. I have you in mind, my subscriber, right? Big up, bless, and respect. I am Troy. Big up yourself. You always stop by, Try if you don't subscribe to me now, time now for you to subscribe to me now because you always stop by, you always big me up. You know what I mean? And before I close out, I was just saying that I want to tell everybody thanks who subscribed to me in 2025, who make it possible for me to go live. And I want to tell you thanks too for always passing through, always healing me, always bigging me up. You know what I mean? Yeah, and I'm looking forward, to have more communication with you in 2026. You know what I mean? Oh, it's his daughter. All right. Big up, 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 big up to him daughter. Big up yourself. You know? So big up to him family, big up to him families that include him daughter, big up to him neighbor, everybody around. Just big up, big up, big up. And more love, more respect. You know what I mean? And a prosperous 2026 for you and your family. Right? Yeah, so as I close out now, I just want to tell everybody who subscribed to Marshall Life in 2025, thanks for your support. And I'm looking forward, right, for the same support and that same energy in 2026 from you. God bless you. God keep you. I'm out. Oh, yeah, for me go. What's this? What is it? I hope you have a great day in the new year. Yeah. And the same to you and your family. Bless up.
Daddy,
Yes.
you might
Sweet.
eat your breakfast.
Yeah, I'm gonna do